Okay, very good evening to everyone. Welcome back to another session of our LAX2047. Before we begin with our discussion, let me introduce myself. My name is Naash Saravanakumar. My matrix number is 198543. Next, Kiran.
My name is
Yemu?
My name is
Kiran, can go first.
Okay, Kiran, go first.
but
Please introduce yourself.
my name is Kiran Raj Kaneswaran and my matrix number is 197810.
Okay, Yamunan.
My name is Yamnan Sarunathan and my matrix number is 199091.
990. Okay, Roshan.
I'm Roshan George Daniel. My matrix number is 197454.
Okay, Navanita Krishna.
Hi guys, my name is Navanitha Krishna Chandran. My matrix number is 198741.
Ravindran.
I'm Ravindran Govindaraju. My matrix number is 196672.
Okay, fantastic. So, welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for joining our session today. So, as I informed all of you earlier, we will be doing everything via online. So, I hope everybody is doing very well. I hope nobody is feeling sick or anything. So, today will be our fourth group discussion 4. So, our activity today will be pair 1 to recite the poem. The other group members will become the audience, and then we will discuss the poem created for the global issue. Like we will study the word choice, the explicit and implicit meanings, the message that is trying to be delivered by the poem, and its effectiveness in addressing the issue. And we will be done with our session today. So the first pair will be Kiran. Are you okay? Your line. Okay. So the first pair will be me and Navanitha Krishna. So I hope everybody can pay attention. So I and Navanitha Krishna will be presenting our poem on healthcare. That is the global issue that we have selected, healthcare. And the title of our poem is Weaning from Face Masks. Okay. So I hope the other two pairs will become an audience to us and show your fuller support while we recite our poem. So I will go first by reciting the poem, and please have a great listening. Thank you. So weaning from face masks. Weaning from face mask, to such a day I aspire. Stale with days and nights, my face mask with sourness, for want of a change. Weaning from face mask, to such a day I aspire. There returns smoke through men's pipes, gloss on women's lips, and children's songs. Back to school, me, hearing the recitals, ranging the campus, weaning from face mask, to such a day I aspire. Men and women no longer wrapped in protective gears, fighting their way and poison of disease. Weaning from face masks, to such a day I aspire. In Wuhan and all of China, do we freely breathe and each other embrace, to remember the taste of nice food, and the new year has bypassed. Weaning from face mask, to such a day I aspire. Sun kissing me in my lips and spring through my nostrils, with warm words around. Weaning from face mask, to such a day I aspire. Weaning from face mask, from fear, from delusion and discord. Next, my pair, Navanitha Krishna, will recite the balance of the stanzas.
Okay. Sorry, I can't recite the poem as good as Avinash, but I try my best. Okay. Weaning from face mask, from fear, delusion, and discord. winning from face mask might be only temporarily if coach is not acting for good. Winning from face mask might be also people in other lands. Face masks already or not, with or not. Winning from face mask, pray we may be also away with eyeglasses, orthopedics, and everything not a part of us. Winning from face mask, pray we may be from the mask to the future freedom. Winning from face mask might be also in sorry. Winning from face mask, pray we may be from the mask to nature, freedom, and health. That's all.
Okay. What happened to Navneet? My pair has left the meeting. I think he might be.
Accidentally, probably.
I think he accidentally
Yeah,
pressed
maybe.
the leaving the meeting. But nevertheless, I hope he will join back the meeting. Maybe he might be having some internet connection problem. He's joined back.
Yes,
Okay.
there he is.
Okay. Yes, he's back in action. Navneet Krishna, please try to unmute your mic.
Sorry, some network problem.
It's okay, no problem. We understand. So things do happen. So now let us explain to our audience what is our poem about. So Navneet Krishna, please do the honors. Please explain to our audience what is the message, the meaning, and
Okay, I'll start. Okay, the poem is mainly about I think 9-year-old or 13-year-old child, a girl who's grieving on the pandemic that we are facing. Not only the world is facing right now. As Yamuna.
I think everybody is facing some.
Another network problem, I guess.
Yes, it's okay. Please continue.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
Okay. You can see in the poem
Open your mic.
that the poet, the child, stated that she's waiting to get out and to carry on a normal life, where now she cannot freely move around without the mask. She had to wear the mask and follow the SOPs, and she can't be free. Sorry, what?
Yes.
What
Yes.
happened?
Yes. Continue.
Continue.
We can hear. If you could speak a bit louder, it would be better.
Don't make that kind of reaction, please. Okay. No, she can't be free as she were before this pandemic, and she lost. She kind of lost happiness, freedom, because of this pandemic. This is
Yes.
the overall meaning and also the things that we can get understand from the poem. How about you, Avinash? Can you explain to the others?
Yeah. So if we want to talk about the word choices, we have not taken any words that are very very difficult to understand. Most of the words that we have used are daily words that we use in our daily conversation. So I hope nobody has any difficulty in understanding the words that have been arranged in the poem, to make sure the audience understand what we are trying to deliver here. On the other hand, if you want to talk about the explicit and implicit meaning, I think the explicit meanings have been explained thoroughly by my partner Navneet Krishna. So I would like to talk about the implicit meanings. So if we talk about implicit meaning, first we should know what is implicit meaning. It's not directly expressed by the poem. So what is not directly expressed by the poem is the sorrow, the sadness that the poet is going through. Like what my partner said earlier, we could go out before we entered this pandemic. We could go out easily. We could shake hands. we could go anywhere we want. We were leading a very, very normal lifestyle. But once we were attacked by this pandemic, things became very different after that. Everything overturned totally. We are not even allowed to shake hands with whoever we meet. We are not even allowed to hug our loved ones. We can't go out freely. We always have to wear a face mask, which some people find it very difficult, very uneasy, because it always has to be in your covering your face. And you fear when you see people. You fear whether you might contract the virus, or you might transmit the virus to them. So the fear, the sorrow of not having the independence, I would say, not having the independence to go out and do things as we did earlier freely, we were not able to do that. So that is one of the implicit meanings that this poem would like to address. And Navneeta Krishna, is there any other message that this poem would like to deliver to our audience?
I think that's the main idea.
That's the main idea.
Because the poem is quite direct, straightforward in delivering its message.
Okay, so thank you very much. I hope that this poem is interesting to our audience. So I would like to receive some response from the audience. So anyone has anything to ask or add on to the poem, please do so. Roshan, maybe we can start with you.
It was a nice poem. It was we can see that the child innocently wrote this poem without any she just wrote her imagination, her mind into it. So it's very genuine. That's what I feel.
Yummy.
So next will be Kiran Raj.
The poet has expressed feelings into it, he's thought of your feelings and everything. And the two the two guys who have recited the poem have done a good job actually at explaining it thoroughly. So I don't have any questions regarding the poem and the stanzas or the meanings. So that's it from me.
Thank you. What about Ravindran?
Yeah, it's a beautiful poem written by the poet. It's actually it's actually what really happened in Wuhan, not only in whole China, and actually it's reduced right now, and it has increased in other countries like USA, Brazil, and also India. So the poet expressed not only in Wuhan, also in other countries like those countries affected by coronavirus.
Okay, thank you very much, Ravindran. What about Yamunan?
In my opinion, I think that it's a well-written poem. The writer has expressed his or her feelings to words that are well put. It makes you feel, and it helps you to picture what's really happening at Wuhan without even putting any pictures on the poem. It's just words, you can imagine what's really happening there, and I think it's a really good poem.
Thank you to all the audience. So do we have any questions from the audience? Because I think it is a protocol that one of the audience ask a question, so that we can this is a discussion, you see, so there must be a question regarding the poem. So any one of the audience who has any question?
Yes.
So if there's no question, maybe I can ask a suggestion. So maybe we can discuss about that and we can end this session today. So my question is, since we know that now we are going through a very tough time in the pandemic and all that, so do you think this will affect now we are at the midst of a huge global crisis. I mean, the economic is very bad, the healthcare system is bad, security is very bad. We Because there is no money, people are starting to do all sorts of things. So do you think there will be Kiran, please on your camera? So do you think there will be an effect, an after effect of the COVID-19?
Yeah, of course there will be a after effect of the COVID-19 because for almost more than 3 months we are staying at home and getting used to the online sessions, work from home, online assignments, online submissions, all that. So after we are back to the, or for example, as we are students, after we back to the campus, we might find difficulties into our face-to-face interaction classes and also face-to-face interaction with other people, and also we are getting used to like to not to be antisocial, to be frank with others. And I think after COVID-19, this pandemic, we might carry the same behavior as we are during this pandemic.
Okay, thank you very much, Navanitha Krishna. Roshan, I have a question to ask you. So, in this midst of this COVID-19, there are a lot of SOPs that we need to follow, and there are certain group of people who are not following this SOP. So, what do you think that we as a citizen or the government can do to make sure that all these people will strictly follow this SOP? Any ideas you would like to share with us?
Well, first and foremost is we being an example when we go out, when we are around people. We show an example, then only people will learn. And let's say we have some confidence in us. If we see some wrongdoings in the public, we must have the courage to advise them, right? So that's what I feel in short.
Thank you very much, Roshan. What about Mr. Pravindran? What do you think we can impose to ensure everybody follows the SOP?
Those who are not following the SOP should be punished or should be given any fines so that they will follow it properly. As in August 1, also they are implementing all of us have to wear mask in crowd places. If not, we will be fined. Also, we can do as what they did in India. They beat people.
I mean, okay, that will be categorized as brutality. Maybe we can tell to them nicely first.
Sometimes the violence makes the right.
Yes. Violence do have a positive effect, but people will view it as a very negative thing, because if we want to do something good, but there are a lot of other ways other than beating and saying to people that you have to follow the SOP.
Yavinesh, you should advise the Indian government about this.
Yes, maybe we can ask Mr. Pravindran, who has been very well informed about a lot of things around the world. Maybe we all together, maybe the viewers of this video.
Everything there.
Sorry?
Everything in our fingertips. We can get.
Yes.
The word is here.
Words from see.
Out of the Anchor, please. You topic.
Yes, very true. So we should not submit ourselves to brutality. Maybe there are other ways than beating police brutality or whatsoever. There are other ways like imposing fines, like what Pravindran said. We can impose fines to ensure that everybody follows the SOP, because when there is a fine, people will be more cautious about it. They don't want to take out money from their pockets. So to ensure they don't pay extra, they will of course follow the SOP. What about Yamunan? Maybe some few words and then we can end this discussion.
I think the best way is just like what Rishan said. We have to set an example to others, especially we could start it in our family, and then we could set an example to our friends. Because like if you want to make something right, you have to do it right first. So I think that we as Malaysian citizens, by following the SOP, at the end of the day, it becomes to every individual, and we have to follow the SOP, just like our government's advising us to do so every day. They keep on reminding everywhere on social medias, on TVs, on newspapers, everywhere. So there's no excuses if you fail to follow the SOPs.
Okay, thank you very much to everybody. I think we have given a lot of great ideas to ensure we contain this virus among ourselves. So I think that is all for today's discussion. Thank you very much for joining today's discussion. It was very fruitful and I hope you all enjoyed the poem. So next week will be pair 2, which will be Yamunan and Roshan. You will be reciting your poem on nature. So I hope to see all of you all next week, hale and healthy. From then, thank you very much and take care everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Mata tahu